Everybody, Foxtrot here, and I'm back with a brand new story. And also, it's going to have World War II, like the new Call of Duty gameplay, and there's going to be a sick case pool. But you've probably already seen that because that's going to be the start of the video. But today's story is going to be a very funny one. It is about the time that I caught on fire at work. So, if you don't know, I homeschooled for a year and a half. So, I was also given the opportunity to take a day job. If I got all my schoolwork done, I'd go in and work all day, which was about like a 9-hour day. Made good money too. But it was as a plumber's apprentice, so as you know, there's going to be fire because you're soldering. So let's get into this. It was about a year ago, around this time, a couple months ago, and we were working on a basement, my boss and I. So we were working on a basement, we were finishing one, and we were rerouting all the plumbing because we had to move the water heater to a different room because it was in the middle of the basement, and you can't really just randomly have a water heater in a finished basement. So we pulled it out. Everything was going good. So we started routing new piping, and if you don't know how to solder, what you do is you get a butane torch, and you heat the copper pipes up until they're like super hot, and then you take the stuff called solder. It is like a strand of metal wire. I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures. I don't have a webcam on me right now, but you have to use that to seal it because you seal it with the solder. So I wasn't paying attention, and the solder is about, I don't know, 200, 300 degrees when it falls and drips on the floor. Like, it is super hot. And what happened was I wasn't paying attention, and I had my foot near where the solder was dripping, and I saw it dripping, and it was like a foot away from my foot, so I didn't move it, but I didn't realize he started working on another pipe that was right above my foot. So he started using the solder, and it dripped on me, and I didn't feel it at first. I'm like, what the hell was that? And I looked down, I didn't see anything. So I'm like, okay, and more solder continues to drip, and all of a sudden there's this burning smell. And I look down, and my shoe is on fire, kind of. It was like smoldering, and a hole was being burnt through it. I quickly pulled it off and pulled off my sock, and like I threw it across the room, and it was like starting to smoke. So I ran over and grabbed one of my water bottles and emptied it out on my shoe, so it wouldn't burn down the damn basement. But that's like pretty much it. I had to go home because, you can't really work with a wet shoe in a basement with a bunch of dust and carry stuff between the top level and the bottom level. It just seems, and also it seemed right because I had a bit of a burn. Like, it wasn't bad. It was probably like first degree or something. Not even that. It just was it kind of felt like how you feel like when you slide on carpet with your elbows behind you and like it drags. It kind of felt like a rug burn. But other than that, I didn't tell my mom what happened, so I just threw my work shoes away and just got a pair of old beater Jordans that I started working in. But that's pretty much it. I did homeschooling the next day and went back to work the next. So hope you guys enjoyed this story. It was kind of short. I think it's funny because I caught on fire. Like, kinda. But nevertheless, if you liked it, you know what to do. If you disliked, well, don't hit that. But if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Peace out.